Hey everybody, this is Craig Cottle from Nature Reliance School and Survival Instructor with DansDepot.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to take you along while I collect some mullein for hand drill fire making. Glad you're with us. So boys and girls, what we have is mullein, M-U-L-L-E-I-N. This is it right here, mullein, and there's another stalk that is off to my left. Basically, you're right on the screen. This is second year mullein, and we know that because second year mullein has the stalk that you can see. First year mullein only has leaves on the ground, and I'm bringing one of the leaves up close to you. So a lot of people refer to this as something like lamb's ear or something of that nature. I've heard a lot of different names for it. It has this real white hair-like substance on the top and bottom that's real soft to the touch. Actually, it's a real good medicinal plant in several respects, particularly for throat issues and coughs and stuff like that. But a lot of people use this as nature's toilet paper as well because it's so soft, and it's not likely that you'll be allergic to it. So what I need to do to harvest this is that, for hand drill making, is that I'm gonna dig down deep. That's why I brought my little shovel with me. I'm gonna dig down underneath the root system, because basically when you make that hand drill, the bottom of the drill that's actually you're actually working, that's going into your fireboard, needs to be a little bit harder and not as pithy. So if you cut it right off at mid stalk, there's going to be a pithy middle in the center of it, and that disintegrates pretty easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down into the root ball, and basically I'm going to use part of that root system as the portion that I'm drilling with. Now with that said, harvesting these today where they're still green, I can't use that hand drill today. I'll have to set and let these dry. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to not cut these down, but I'm going to dig these up, and then I'm going to pull the leaves off of them for medicinal uses, the blooms as well, and then I'm going to let the stalks and the root system dry, and then I'm going to make a hand drill out of it later. So I'm up in this area pretty regular, getting medicinals and whatnot, and I see copperheads up in here all the time. There's a lot of forested area around here, and when it starts getting cooler in the evenings, the copperheads will come out in this area because they can get a lot of sunlight. So when you're coming in an area like that, just as a precaution, I'll just kind of beat the bushes, take a stick with me, lead it out in front of me, and the copperheads will leave out. They don't want to mess with you no more than you want to mess with them. So that's just a word of precaution. So now what I'm going to do is just clear out around this mullein stalk with my shovel. So I can then dig down underneath of it and get to that root system. So now I've dug all the way around it. You don't have to go far. And I like these angled shovels for this purpose, but now I'm just going to dig underneath of it. And basically I've pulled up the root system, so I can easily knock the dirt off all that. And basically what you have is the mullein stalk all the way down to here. This is the hard portion that I'm really looking at, trying to get to, right in there. You can tell this angle is not going to allow me to utilize this for a hand drill there, but what I can do is cut it off right where it continues to be straight. This is going to be a little bit tougher than the rest of this pithy section. And so as not to waste anything on this plant, I'm going to harvest this leaf structure along the branches of these stalks that I'm pulling up, and we'll have us some good lamb's ear mullein for use in a lot of medicinals, again for throat remedies primarily. So there's probably an open area here of a good 20 acres right here in this one section. and I can see all kinds of these stalks. As I always like to remind everybody to do what you can to ecologically harvest anything that you're going to pull off the ground or kill. So that there's all kinds of more mullein around through here. I'm only going to take these 2 stalks today because I'm using this basically to help train somebody on this, and I've already got some, but I want to show them this and teach them how to make their own stalks and from scratch. So glad you're with us. So what I will do now is I'm going to make my spindle from the root system up to about right here, and then I'm going to use this other one to make a hearth fireboard basically. And don't get me wrong, you can use any portion of this to make a spindle. It's just that I did a little research, and actually Tracy Trimble was the one that mentioned it to me about using the root ball instead of the actual stem first. And so I tried it, and it works really well to go ahead and use that root system, the harder portion of the stalk rather than the stem. So found that out. Now I'm going to pass that on to somebody else. Appreciate you sharing that with me, Tracy. So until next time, I hope to see you on or off the trail.